So we'll start with the problems on fluid flow. Previously, we have derived the equilibrium equation for fluid flow and the elemental stiffness matrix for the fluid flow. So in this video, we will be learning some of the numericals on fluid flow. So the first problem, what does it state? For the smooth pipe of variable cross section shown in figure, determine the potential at the junctions, the velocities in each section of the pipe and volumetric flow rate. The potential at the left hand is P1 is equal to 10 meters square per second, and that at the right hand is P4 is equal to 1 meter square per second. Find the fluid flow through a smooth pipe. Kx is equal to 1. Okay, so we have determined the potential at the junctions, velocities in each section, and the volumetric flow rate. Three things we have to determine. So this is a smooth pipe of three different cross sections, 3 meter square, 2 meter square, and 1 meter square, each being 1 meter length, total overall 3 meters length. Okay, so what we have to find out, we have to find out the potential at the junctions, at each junction, velocities in each section, and the volumetric flow rate through the pipe. And given that the potential at the left hand, that is P1 at around 10 meters square per second, and at the last end, that is given is 1 meter square per second. So first initial step is we have to discretize the given structure, or we have to draw the FE model of the given problem. Basically, it is a 3 element problem. It is a 3 element problem with 4 nodes: node 1, node 2, node 3, and node 4. Element 1, element 2, element 3. So first we have to find out the elemental stiffness matrix for all the elements. So the general equation for elemental stiffness matrix for fluid flow is K is equal to A Kx by L, 1 minus 1 minus 1 and 1. So for element 1, K1 is equal to area is 3 meter square into 1. Kx is same for all the 3 sections, 3 into 1 divided by 1, 1 minus 1 minus 1, 1. It gives 3 minus 3 minus 3 and 3. For element 2, the area is 2 and Kx is 1 and the length of the element is 1 meter. 2 into 1 by 1, 1 minus 1 minus 1 and 1, it is 2 minus 2 minus 2 and 2. And for the element number 3, K3 is equal to 1 into 1 divided by 1, 1 minus 1 minus 1 and 1. So it will give us 1 minus 1 minus 1 and 1. So 3 elements, 3 elemental stiffness matrix, K1, K2 and K3. Next, K1, K2 and K3, 3 elemental stiffness matrix. All the 3 stiffness matrix, global stiffness matrix, K is equal to K1 plus K2 plus K3. By adding all the 3 elemental stiffness matrix, it will result in the global stiffness matrix as seen here. As K is equal to 3 minus 3 0 0, minus 3 5 minus 2 0, 0 minus 2 3 minus 1, 0 0 minus 1 and 1. Okay. So next is the load vector F1, F2, F3 and F4. Since there is no applied fluid force throughout the pipe, all the values are 0. So all the values F1, F2, F3 and F4 all are 0. Okay. So the equilibrium equation is K into P is equal to F. K elemental stiffness matrix, the global stiffness matrix K. P is the potential P1, P2, P3, P4 at all the nodes, and F all are 0 because no fluid force is given, 0 0 0. So the P1 value is 10 and P4 value is 1. P1 is 10 and P4 is 1 meter square per, which is given in the problem. So what we do is we substitute the value of P1 and P4 in the problem which is shown here. See, since the potentials at the left and right hand is given, that is P1 is equal to 10 and P4 is equal to 1. We substitute the values of 10 and 1. Okay. So by solving this equation, we will be getting the value of P2 as 8.365 meter square per second and P3 is equal to 5.91 meter square per second. And so this is the potential at the junctions. P1 and P4 are given, so unknowns are P2 and P3, so that we have found out from here. Next is the velocity and the volumetric flow rate in each element. Okay, so for element 1, the velocity is given by V1 is equal to minus B into P, which are the potentials of element 1, that is P1 and P2. So that is P1 and P2. So minus B minus 1 by L, 10 and 8.365, that is P1 is 10 and P2 is 8.365, which we have found out in this answer. We have to substitute here. Upon substitution and calculation, we are getting the value of V1 as 1.635 meter per second. Okay, so this is the velocity at element. So 1, the velocity of the element is 1.65 meter per second. Similarly, the volumetric flow rate of element 1, that is Q1 is equal to V1 into A1. Okay, 1.365 into area of the element 1 into 3, that is 4.91 cubic meter per second. So first we find the potentials, unknown potential, and then we find the velocity, and then we find out the volumetric flow rate by using the equation Q1 is equal to V1 into A1. Similarly, we will be solving for the velocities and the volumetric flow rate for element 2 and element 3. Same equations, we will be following same equations. See, for element 2, velocity V2 is equal to minus B into P, which are the potentials of element 2, that is P2 and P3. P2 is 8.365 and P3 is 5.91, which we have determined from the previous section where we have solved for known potentials and we have got the answers. Minus of minus 1 by L into 1 by L. Upon substitution, we are getting the value of V2 is equal to 2.455 meter per second. And this is the velocity. The volumetric flow rate, that is Q2 is equal to V2 A2. So that is 2.455 into 2, that is 4.91 cubic meter per second. So this is the volumetric flow rate of element 2. Okay. So same procedure we follow to find the velocity and volumetric flow rate for element 3. P3 is equal to minus B into P. So which are the potentials of element 3, that is P3 and P4. P3 is 5.91 and P4 is 0. Okay, minus 2 by L, 1 by L. So length of the element is 1 meter. So upon substitution, we will be getting V3 is equal to 4.91 meter per second. Okay. So the volumetric flow rate Q3 is equal to V3 into A3. 4.91 into 1 is 4.91 cubic meter per second. So this is how we find the potentials, velocity and the volumetric flow rate for a fluid flow problem. Problem number 2. Even this is a similar type of problem. For the smooth pipe shown in figure with uniform cross section 1 meter square, determine the flow velocities at the center and right end. Knowing the velocity of left is Vx is 2 meter per second. So this is the smooth pipe, okay, with uniform cross section 1 meter square. So velocity Vx is 2 meter per second at the left end, and it is having two elements, each one of 10 meter length. So we will be discretizing this given pipe into two elements with three nodes, node 1, node 2 and node number 3, and length of each element is 10 meters. Vx, the inlet flow velocity is 2 meter per second. So the general elemental stiffness matrix equation as discussed previously, K is equal to A Kx by L 1 minus 1 minus 1 and 1. Elemental stiffness matrix for element 1, K1 is equal to 1 into 1 divided by 10. So and one more thing here is in the uniform cross section 1 meter squared is given. So 1 into uniform cross section. So the area is same. Area is same. The value of Kx is same and the length is also same. So the value of elemental stiffness matrix for both the elements is same. For K1 and K2 it is same. K1 is equal to 1 into 1 by 10, 1 minus 1 minus 1, 1 by 10, 1 minus 1 minus 1 and 1. Similarly for K2, 1 into 1 by 10, 1 minus 1 minus 1 and 1, 1 by 10, 1 minus 1 minus 1 and 1. So K1 and K2. Next we will be finding the global stiffness matrix by summing this two elemental stiffness matrix, that is K1 and K2. Global stiffness matrix K is equal to K1 plus K2. For summing up we get 1 by 10, 1 1 0, 1 2 minus 1, 0 minus 1 and 1. Next the load vector. So the initial Vx given is 2 meter per second. So therefore F1 is equal to V1 into the area of the element 1, that is 1 meter. So that is 1 meter square, that is 2 into 1, that is 2 cubic meter per second. F2 and F3 is not given, so we take F2 and F3 as 0. So this is the force vector. Force vector F is equal to 2 0 0. Next the equilibrium equation, K into P is equal to F. K matrix and the P matrix P1 P2 P3 and the F force vector F2 0 0. Okay. So P1 is known, P2 and P3 are not known. So here it is difficult to determine. Okay, so all the three P1, P2, P3 all are not given here. Okay, all the three values are not mentioned here. So it is difficult to determine when all the three values are not given. So what we do is we assume any one of the values as 0. So we assume P3 is equal to 0. In our previous problem P1 and P4 was given. So we determined P2 and P3. Here in this problem all the three values are not given. So we assume any one value. We assume P3 as 0 and we substitute and we find the value of P1 and P2. On assuming the value of P3 is equal to 0 and substituting it, we will be getting the value of P1 as 40 meter square per second and P2 is equal to 20 meter square per second. Velocities. Same equation we follow for finding out the velocities. For element 1, V1 is equal to minus B into P minus 1 by L, 1 by L, P1, P2 minus 1 by 10, 1 by 10, P1 and P2 for element 1, 40 and 20. Upon solving, we will be getting the value of as 2 meters per second. Similarly, for element 2, V2 is equal to minus B into P minus of minus 1 by L, 1 by L. So the potentials of element 2 is P2 and P3 because it consists of node number 2 and 3. Minus of minus 1 by 10, 1 by 10, 20 and 0. That is 2 meters per second. So this is how we find the potentials and the velocities. Next problem. Determine the fluid head distribution along the length of the porous gravel medium from the figure, the velocity in the upper part and the volumetric flow rate in the upper part. The fluid head at the top is 10 meter and the bottom is 1 meter. With the permeability coefficient Bkx is equal to 0.5 meter per second. Assume a cross-sectional area of 1 meter square, uniform cross-section area. Same as your previous problem. Three uniform cross-section bar. So we are dividing it into three elements of each 10 meter, 10 meter, 10 meter, 10 meter. Three elements with four nodes. Node 1, node 2, node 3 and node 4. Element 1, element 2 and element 3. Okay. So same procedure, no changes. Elemental stiffness matrix for element 1, K1 is equal to AKX by M, 1 minus 1 minus 1, 1. Same procedure. Upon substitution, we will be getting the value as 0.05, 1 minus 1 minus 1 and 1. Similarly, for element 2, K2 is equal to AKX by L, 1 minus 1 minus 1 and 1. We will be getting the value of K2 as 0.05, 1 minus 1 minus 1 and 1. Here all the three elemental stiffness matrix, you will be getting the same value because the area is same, the cross section is same, and the length is also same, and the kx is same for all the three elements. Okay, so all the three elemental stiffness matrix will be getting the same value of 0.05, 1, minus 1, minus 1, and 1. Okay, so next is the global stiffness matrix. The addition and adding these three elemental stiffness matrix, that is k1 plus k2 plus k3, will getting this global stiffness matrix. K is equal to 0.05, 1 minus 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 2, minus 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 2, minus 1, 0, 0, minus 1, and 1. So this is the global stiffness matrix. So load vector. So since there is no applied force given in the problem, so the force vector F, all the four forces at 4 nodes, F1, F2, F3, and F4, all 4 are 0. F is equal to F1, F2, F3, and F4. All the 4 values are 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Next, K into P is equal to F. K value, P value, we will be substituting it, and the potential at the top and the bottom is given, that is P1 is 10 and P4 is 1. Substituted, we will be getting the value of P2 as 7 meter and P3 as 4 meter, same as your previous problems what we solved. Okay, and it is same as the previous problem, the velocity and the volumetric flow rate. For velocity, V1 is equal to minus B into P, minus 1 by L, 1 by L, P1, P2 for element 1, minus of minus 1 by 10, 1 by 10, 10, 7. So V1 is 0.3 meter per second, and the volumetric flow rate Q1 is equal to V1 even, it is 0.3 into 1, that is 0.3 cubic meter per second. So for this problem, since it's of uniform cross section and all the values are same for all the three as I told, the velocity and the volumetric flow rate for all the three elements will be same. So there is no need to calculate it once again. Just write like this. Since it is of uniform cross section, the velocity and the volumetric flow rate for all the three elements are same. So these are the numericals which are in this fluid flow chapter. The numericals are very simple and it is easy to score. All the numericals of same procedure, no major changes. We will be finding the potentials, velocity, and the volumetric flow rate for each of the problem in each of the section.